If you've ever been on Instagram and you realize that there are people who have 5 million followers and you have 4, you're gonna feel a little bit like, is there something wrong with me? How come I'm not that cool? Right? Well, let me just give you something that'll make you feel a little bit more confident in this Instagram world. But before I do, subscribe so that you can get some more amazingly deep thoughts like this. Okay, point number 1. Comparing ourselves amongst ourselves, we are not wise. You should not look at the person who has 25,000 followers and think that you should be anything like that. In fact, you should stop following anybody that makes you feel inferior, jealous, covetous, generally speaking pretty sad, or like a loser. Stop following them. It's a kind of a common sense thing that I don't know why it took me so long to realize it, but it helped. And so I just went unfollow, 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 unfollow. And the next day when I opened up my account, it was so freeing. Point number 2, totally the opposite of the first point. Start looking at people and talking to people and following people that do inspire you. I started following ideas and not people. I looked at what I wanted to be and what I wanted to be awesome at and what I wanted to invest my time in, and I started following those things. Start gathering things around you that inspire you, because the story is about you. The story is not about them. Whatsoever things are good, think on these things. And that's pretty much point number 2. Point number 3, and I talk about this so much that I hope as you watch video after video after video, you will get it. You must find your value. You must find your value. Your value is not in an awesome pair of shades, or your really cute outfit, or the fact that you've totally been working out and feeling awesome about yourself, or maybe you love to cook, or maybe you're awesome at volleyball. That's not your worth. I've created this booklet on steps you need to go through to find your value. It's in the links below. Every person needs to follow these steps, and every person needs to find what makes them important. Once you find what makes you important, you don't need other people's affirmation. Oh man, did I struggle with that. And once I got a grip on this, it transformed my life. I am doing this right now because it transformed my life. Because I no longer care if somebody's going to criticize me, because I am confident in where my value lies. So click the link below and fill out this booklet. It's gonna be worth it. Number 4, focus on building real relationships, like real people. The people who invite you to birthday parties, not the people who you want to invite you to birthday parties, but who will never invite you. I'm talking about real people, like, hey, I went to church and I saw my good friend. You know what I'm saying? Build those relationships. There are people who will love you. There are people like you. And yet we spend so much time wasting away wishing that so-and-so would like us, when so-and-so doesn't matter. Birds of a feather flock together. You're gonna have the best time with people like you. You're not really even gonna have that great of a time with a girl who all she talks about is hair, when all you want to talk about is reading. Or maybe they like the outdoors and they go hunting with their dad every weekend and you play video games. It's gonna be awkward. What you need to do is find your folk. Find your people. What a freeing thought. If you are a little bit awkward, find somebody else who's a little bit awkward. If you love hair and nails and clothes, find the other girls like that. I'm telling you, when you find your people, you will infinitely have more confidence because you're not going to duck your head every time you express who you really are. And point number 5. A man that had friends must show himself friendly. Now, I'm not saying go follow everybody on Instagram, being all, follow me back. That's not a man that had friends must show himself friendly. That is, I am desperate for some affirmation. Could you please follow me so I can feel a little bit better about myself? That's not confidence. A man that had friends must show himself friendly is somebody who looks and says, hey, there's a person there who looks like they need a friend. Maybe I could be that friend. It's as simple as that. When you spend your time building people up and finding people who need a friend and you choose to be that friend, my goodness, you will realize that you might have more than you can handle. And that's not a bad thing. So really, do you want 25,000 Instagram friends? Can you imagine having to actually talk to them? Like commenting on all of their comments? Do you know how exhausting that would be? I'm just saying, collect your 10 friends. Or maybe your 2 friends if you're an introvert. But be friendly to them. Smile, be like, hey, thanks for being my friend. I was kind of alone here all by myself reading my book. Alright, so point number 1, stop comparing yourselves to other people and unfollow those people that are bringing you down. Point number 2, surround yourself with people who are bringing you up. Point number 3, find your real value. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now because we talk about that a lot around here. Point number 4, focus on building real relationships. And lastly, but not leastly, point number 5, be a little bit more friendly. And there you have it, my amazingly deep friends. Have a great day. Now, you don't need a cool pair of sunglasses to have confidence in an Instagram world, but they don't hurt. You also don't have to wear polka dots, but I like them.